Hey guys, it's the brand new year, 2017. The Nameless Show is back with new surroundings, new comfy couches. I'm wearing glasses. It's going to be an interesting year this 2017. Today on my show, since Kutle's not here, miss you Kutle. Since she's not here, I'm going to be interviewing people, and that's what the Nameless Show is going to do. I'm going to interview creatives who are doing things for the Bay to put Bay on the map. And today I'm starting with my brother, my business partner, my partner in success. I knew you were going to think crime. I knew you were going to get... So you're going to introduce yourself, and what are you doing?
Come up, boy.
Okay, I'm shifting.
Lihle Mtya, aka Adonis, aka boy.
Adam.
Hey, boy.
Adam, aka Adam. No, you can't do that.
It's okay.
You can't do that.
Yeah, man, guys, igama lami Lihle Mtya and ndingwasemonti kwilaza sekwelerha and qabala sezilalini man mina. And yeah, I'm a student. I'm an accounting student at NMMU, and when I'm not studying, I'm a model, I'm a writer, I'm a philanthropist. And, well, most importantly, I'm the co-founder of Many Face Gods with my brother right here next to me. And just to clear something, Kuhle, Siswam, I'm not here to sort of like take your place. I would never, I'd never do justice to you. I just like to thank you personally for creating this platform for us creatives to be on and just, have our say. So shout out to you. So yeah, my boy, let's take it away.
So we're going to ask you a couple of questions to get to know you better and find out what you're doing for the entertainment industry. Maybe they might be spicy, who knows. It's the Nameless Show. We speak about everything and anything underneath the sun. So tell us, Lihle, you kind of just sprung up from nowhere, There was a moment where no one knew you, next thing everyone knew you, and then you're a model, you said, and you're really excelling at the art of modeling, Some would think you've been here for years. You need to tell us how long you've been here for. And you've even had the opportunity to work with our role models within this industry, like the likes of Lihle. You've got portraits taken by Cedric Zaga. You have the expressionist as well you've met, even the gene maker. So tell us about that whole experience, and then also tell us how you have used that experience to help raise the Eastern Cape, or your attempt to raise the Eastern Cape entertainment industry in terms of the modeling sector.
Firstly, I'd just like to say I have not been doing this for long. It's no longer than like 6 months, if not less. It's actually been less. I've only started taking it seriously about a couple of months ago, and I owe a great deal of my success, and I say success because I still feel like I have not achieved nearly half as much as I want to, but at the same time, I would be doing a great injustice to myself and the people who support me if I did not appreciate and celebrate the things that I've managed to do thus far. And I owe a great deal of of my come up, in a sense, if you want to put it like that, to Banele, As much as I hate to admit this, because he already has a huge ass head, but it's okay. But on the real though, really, I owe a great deal of it to him, in the sense that he's someone who instilled a lot of belief in me, someone who instilled a lot of that mental attitude. Boy, nah man, you can do this. You've got the potential to do this. You've got the grit, you've got the tenacity. Because I've been sleeping on myself for the longest time, and not to throw shade to any of my friends, but you sort of like in life you kind of meet people who are in the same wavelength as you are, or people who make you realize that where you should be, at a particular point in time. So when I met Banele, I didn't really like him because of his arrogance, and his, But on the real though, he's someone with a lot of confidence, and he exudes a lot of confidence, and it's something that I've learned to absorb and sort of like tame him a bit, because but yeah, man. And in the modeling side of things, as you mentioned, bro, like I mentioned, I've been blessed to work with the likes of Usia, you know, and he's a great guy, he's a great individual above everything else, a very humble human being. And it was a real honor and privilege. And it's not so much about the actual show, but just sharing the same space as those guys, you know, networking. Because I remember I was sitting with Anthony Villa, the expressionist, and he was busy with an interview. I'm not sure if I should say, but anyway, he was busy with an interview for
don't say.
Wow. Okay. Sure. With with a
big person.
Big company. And he still had the time to sort of like, you know, engage with me and interact and ask me questions, you know, but except boy, don't let what. So I really appreciated that, and I appreciate the platform set by Osia, you know, for us people from the Eastern Cape to sort of like showcase our talent on the bigger scale. Oh, come on. So, and one thing I realized when I was that side at Joburg is that we have everything up. We're just sleeping on ourselves. It's not like, okay, Crenshaw, resources, they're a bit scarce, but it's still not a big enough excuse not to do something. Because as soon as you sort of like wake up and tell yourself, this is what I'm going to do, that's when opportunities start opening up, you know. When you actually stand up and do something, you can't just sit and then expect things to happen themselves. So you need to initiate that, you know, from within. So
So basically, it's what you're saying is you went there as someone from the Eastern Cape, and you came back, and what you learned there, you've been brought back here to make us grow, and we really, really appreciate that. And also, you know, I've always been saying, and me and Kukia always say that we need to start realizing how big social media is, how important social media is. Because you literally got casted without even an agent. It was just a couple of pictures that you put on, they saw you, and they took you up, which is a really, really big thing. So social media right now, slowly but surely, I feel like Twitter is becoming like the biggest recruitment agency for certain jobs and vacancies and things like that. But this is the Nameless Show, so we never end without something spicy. So this no, you can't do this Adam and Eve shoot. This Adam and Eve shoot, man. First of all, I'd like to thank the people that were involved, your Lwando and your Lwando and you as well. I'd like to thank you guys for actually blessing us and creating an art piece that did more than just the visual pleasure, but tell a story and also break normal stereotypes. You know, it broke boundaries, because once you look at it and you realize, okay, first of all, you made nature look very beautiful, and you made it look like it's really Mother Nature and their children, but that wasn't really the storyline. The storyline was more the Adam and Eve, and the fact that you're breaking the stereotype that Adam and Eve is white, you know, that biblical characters are white. So tell me, how did you guys come about thinking about that? And on top of that, how did your parents accept it? And then last question, so it's how you guys came up with it, how your parents accepted it, and how people received it. Those two you can put together. And how was it for you having to be naked with someone who isn't your partner or your lover, and then still having to create a chemistry, and on top of that you're a male, so you know, so tell us, you know, how was it?
Firstly, shout out to Lwando, you know. Lwando always had this concept of except no man, I actually want to do. Lwando is a photographer, a photographer, Pepai, but he's currently plowing his trade. Shout out to you, boy. It's something that he came up with, you know, and I was very apprehensive at first, and I did not entertain it whatsoever, because I knew about Abazali, I'm not gonna be, you know,
parents,
so you know, parents being parents, come on. So but they managed to convince me, you're my boy now, man, let's do this, you know, it's something that's gonna be really beautiful. And I have to say, guys, at first, I get this, man. I spent like 20 minutes or so trying to get like
together, comfortable,
because the local obviously freaking down and just like drop
and be naked,
naked, like, hey, what's up, okay, let's shoot. So but the final product was amazing.
It was
really worth it. And the weather was not with us at all because I think Ubragod waited time
don't do this shit. Yeah.
Actually, Satan. Because Ubragod helped us prevail, and sort of like, do the damn thing. And it was really beautiful. And just being a part of that project it did a lot for me in the sense that it helped me grow as a model and as a person, and it helped me, sort of like step outside my comfort zone, because there's certain things as models that you're gonna have to do in the bigger scale. And as much as I realized and it's helping those around me. And Abantu, guys, thank you so much for the love. It's really appreciated. Thank you so much. But obviously, we all step into. And the boys are like boys, so talented.
No, like as your boy, like
honestly, like we here, like there's no one else, there's no camera,
How did it go?
Like when you're in that environment, you don't really think about any other thing except for what you're trying to achieve.
Except for making sure the picture.
I know it's a bit hard
to believe.
Very
but
hard. Honestly, guys, at that at that moment, you don't think about anything else. Yeah, sure, yes, but not you. You appreciate it. That's pretty much where it ends. At the end of the day, we need to be professionals. We need to learn where to draw the boundary. And not get carried away. Man, but it was really beautiful. And my mom.
How did your mom take it actually?
Culture get Adonis.
So you started with your nicknames like
Adonis. Goku Fotangaze, those type of questions, but it's all for the love, it's all for the fun of it. In all honesty, they've been such great sports. My parents, and they've showed tremendous love, and it's something that I'll never take for granted, because with black parents, it's always been a thing of esteemed profession. If it's definitely not by the book, then it's not for us. It's not for us. So for them to sort of like break those shackles and say, yes, it's fine. It's fine. Do do what makes you happy, but at the same time, have that mentality about I know what's important. At the end of the day, I need to realize, but this score so
has its role. It has its role.
And it will also help you grow in what you're trying to achieve.
Definitely.
Even though they're not like
the same,
but there's something that you can take from it. So
definitely.
In that sense, thank you so much, Mama, Tata, Coach.
I think that's amazing as well, when you get to that point where you can get your parents to break free from those shackles, because we need to realize, especially with black parents, how we set up is that they grew up at a time where dreams didn't come true. So the moment you actually do something like that, they're a bit skeptical about it, because their way to break free was through education. People would look at them different once they're able to speak English and once they're able to have books and stuff like that. But even in the fact that you need to study so that you can have something, it's more a thing of they teaching you a lesson whereby if you're actually able to study and get your degree, it means you have the ability to work at an excessive rate and put in a tenacious effort. You know what I mean? You never back down. So yes, I really love that. I really agree with your parents. And also, before we end the show, we just want to highlight something. So tell me more about you, as you've spoken about Lihle as Lihle Mtya. But we see you have a brand there called Many Face Gods. Can you please explain more about that? What is that?
So guys, Many Face Gods is a brand that actually, let's sort of like change things up a bit. So Banele Dlodlo, seeing that you're also the co-founder of Many Face Gods, boy, tell us, boy, what is Many Face Gods about? What does it represent? What does it mean to you?
I'm the interviewer. You're the
interviewer. What is Many Face Gods as an entity? Tell our viewers.
Okay, Many Face Gods is basically a brand that we created. We sat down and we realized that we don't just want to be boxed up into one box. We don't just want to be models, you know what I mean? And both of us excel at different things, He's a writer as well. He can do poetry. I mean, on my side, I'm a creative director, stylist, model, you know what I'm saying? So now it's a thing of, we realize that we don't have to be boxed and be one thing, We also want to break into philanthropy. And what happens is then we take our faces off. So if I want to be a photographer, if I want to be a model, I take my face off of philanthropy, I put in my model face, I put in my directing face, I put in my stylist face, you know. So that's how the many-faced God plays a role. It's basically a message to you as a person. In your vicinity, you are a God because you're the best you can be.
Yeah.
So whatever you want to be, you can be. There's not one thing you can be boxed up in.
But at the same time, keeping in mind that not to let that change who you are.
Yes,
always
definitely.
Remain the same, and as much as you want to be everything else,
remember,
always remain true to yourself.
Yeah, don't lose yourself.
Don't lose yourself.
So that's many-faced gods. But actually, we also want to highlight what we're doing for philanthropy work. Do you want to explain to them? Should I explain to them?
Hey boy. Well, firstly, guys, it's Valentine's soon. I just want to highlight the fact that as soon as
we don't have Valentine's Day. If you'd like to,
but it's okay.
This is dropping before Valentine's Day. Hey, yeah, it's dropping before Valentine's Day. Producer, it's dropping before. Yeah, so it should drop before Valentine's Day. We don't have Valentine's, guys.
But it's okay.
So, yeah, we're just joking. No, we show love in a different way.
Yeah, man, we do show love in a different way, and that will be in the lines of doing a pad drive.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them more about that, boy?
So basically what we're going to do is we're going to do a pad drive. We're going to collect pads, sanitary towels, to give to underprivileged kids, you know, because I feel like it's really sad that they're not able to go to school because they can't afford it, and it's not even their fault. It's something that's natural, you know. It happens to women.
They can't help it.
You know what I mean? So we need to do something for them, and I feel like it's something that has to be continued, you know. I feel like it was done last year a lot, but it was very seasonal, you know. It needs to be something that's done on the regular. So we're starting to do it this Feb for the month of love, to show love to these women, and obviously maybe every 2 months we'll do it, but we'll keep doing it. And guys, we really want you to be a part of it.
It's not something that we
you know,
do alone, guys.
Yeah, we don't want to do it alone.
We want everyone to get involved in, and everyone who did the pad drives last year to please continue.
Yeah, definitely.
So we urge all of you guys, you know, to just continue on what you started.
You know, it's because you guys, you need to understand that even if you give us one packet or if you give us monetary value to buy the packet, you have done the most. You have done the most. You have helped a child go to school for an extra day to learn an extra 7 subjects, which is a lot.
Hard enough to go to eskolweni boy uyofunda ube understand.
You know what I'm saying?
And then it's even worse when you have to deal with, you know,
things distracting you.
Things that should not be a distraction.
Definitely.
But so man.
So that's what we're doing for the month of love. That's our kickoff for Pad Drive. There'll be many more things we're going to do for philanthropy work. But for today, that's the end of our show. I hope you got to learn more about Adonis.
Thank you.
What does Adonis mean again? It's a Greek god for what? For desire. Greek god for desire. So you've met the Greek god of desire in a Xhosa version. And I hope you guys keep watching. Adam. And if you guys want to see anyone on the show who is a PE creative or is doing something to help PE's entertainment industry grow, please do not hesitate to comment underneath the YouTube video, or you can quote the tweet with the link on and say a name, and I'll try my best to get them on the show. You can also then ask me questions that you'd like me to ask them, and we do that. So that's the Nameless Show. Nameless Show. Nameless Show, God.
Yeah,
So that was 12 minutes.